Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be covering various domain-specific IoTs. I will explain home automation, smart cities, environment, energy, retail, logistics, agriculture, industry, health and lifestyle. I will explain each and every topic in detail. Guys, I have uploaded complete IoT subject tutorials. I will provide that link in description. You can watch from there. If you are watching this video for the first time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. Guys, IoT means connecting everyday device to internet so that they can send data, they can receive commands and work automatically. And IoT is used in many areas like homes, cities, industries, health, agriculture, energy systems, retail, logistics and environment. First I will explain some of the important IoT applications in home automation. Guys, IoT is used in homes to make life easier, save energy and improve safety. Here are some of the applications. The first one is smart lighting. Guys, smart lights will save energy by adjusting brightness and colors of light based on environment. Smart lights contain sensors like movement sensor, light sensor, temperature sensor, etc. Whenever person enters a room, lights will automatically turn on, and whenever person leaves, lights will automatically turn off. And whenever room is bright, lights automatically dim. So smart lightings will save energy, that is nothing but save electricity, and they can be controlled by using mobile apps and will give comfortable lighting based on our needs. And in home automation, second one is smart appliances. Guys, modern homes have many smart appliances like smart TVs, fridge, washing machine, AC, music system, etc. With IoT, these appliances become smart. So, smart appliances can be controlled by using mobile apps or by using websites, and they can update status to users and they will work automatically based on user requirement. These are some of the examples. First one is smart washing machine, which will send message when washing is completed. And if you consider smart refrigerator, which will adjust the freeze levels based on food items. And if you consider smart TV, where we can watch online content, news, weather, etc. And there is also a open remote, which comes under smart appliances because by using that remote, we can control all home appliances. And in home automation, third one is intrusion detection. Guys, intruders are nothing but person who causes harm to us. We call them as intruders. And we can detect intruders by using smart security systems. So, smart home security systems protect homes from intruders. They use security cameras, motion sensors, door and window sensors. Whenever intruder is detected, then system will automatically send SMS or email. And there are some advanced systems which will send photos and videos. And there are also some alert messages which will go to neighbors or police. Guys, there are some devices which can identify intruders by using image processing. Police will use such systems. For example, if any device is lost, we can track the device location using cloud-based systems. And in home automation, last one is smoke and gas detectors. Smoke and gas detectors can protect our homes from fires and harmful gases. These smart detectors will give voice alerts and they can also send SMS or email to users or fire department, and we can also identify status of the detectors like whether battery is low, healthy, etc. This is example. For example, a detector will sense smoke or gas leakage and shows the danger level using LEDs. So home automation contains smart lightings, smart appliances, intrusion detection, smoke and gas detectors. Second field, cities. We also call them as smart cities. IoT helps system become smart by improving parking, lighting, roads, surveillance and emergency services. Sensors collect data and send it to the internet, and cities use this data to make decisions better. I will explain some of the main IoT applications in smart cities. Our first one is smart parking. For example, if we consider some big cities where there is big parking, in particular place, green light is displayed which indicates parking is empty. Directly we can place that car in that location instead of searching it. So smart parking will save our time. So each parking slot has a sensor that detects if place is empty or filled, and the data is sent to IoT system through internet. Then drivers will check whether parking slot is empty or not by using mobile app. And if parking is empty, they will book that particular slot not to do parking, which will make parking easy. So smart parking will save time, reduce traffic and helps in parking reservations. And in smart cities, second one is smart lighting. Guys, city lights will consume a lot of electricity. So smart light will save energy by adjusting light based on surroundings. So street light contains sensors. Sensors will adjust light brightness based on time, weather, festival days and based on number of vehicles and people on the road. So smart lighting will save energy and can be controlled remotely, and one smart light can communicate with other smart light in order to adjust brightness. And in smart cities, third one is smart roads. Okay, smart roads will use sensors in order to provide real-time information to drivers. Google Map is one of the example where we can check distance and time, road condition and accidents. So smart roads will avoid accidents and reduce traffic jam and will give alert message to drivers by using mobile app, and they can also give early warnings. And in smart cities, fourth one is structural health monitoring. The structural health monitoring means checking safety of structures like bridges, buildings, flyovers, etc. Many sensors are placed on bridges and flyovers, so sensors will measure vibrations, cracks, mechanical faults, etc. And by using these sensors, we can detect cracks earlier and we can prevent building or bridge collapse, and we can also identify particular lifespan of structure. And these sensors can also give advanced warnings. And in smart cities, fifth one is surveillance. Surveillance means keeping thousands of cameras across city, and these cameras will send videos to cloud storage, and later on smart video analysis is done in order to search suspicious activities, crowd movement and special events. So surveillance will keep cities safe, which will help police improve public safety and can detect crimes faster. And in smart cities, last one is emergency response. IoT can detect emergencies like fires, gas leakage, water pipeline issues and accidents. So sensors will monitor complete city infrastructure, and when danger is detected, alert messages are sent. And this data can be analyzed by using cloud systems, where they can monitor sensor data, audio, video, etc. Whenever any wrong action takes place, public will automatically receive warning messages. Then traffic is rerouted. Emergency vehicles like ambulance can go to faster routes, which will save many lives, reduce damage, and improve emergency service speeder. So in smart cities, main IoT applications are smart parking, smart lighting, smart roads, structural health monitoring, surveillance and emergency response. And third field is environment. IoT will protect environment by monitoring weather, air quality, noise levels, forest fires, river floods using sensors, where sensors will collect data and send it to cloud systems. Then cloud system will analyze that complete data and send alert messages, which helps in decision making. For example, if we consider weather monitoring, IoT based weather monitoring systems will collect complete weather data using sensors like temperature, humidity, air pressure, light, UV levels and smoke levels. And these sensors will send data to cloud applications. Then cloud will analyze complete data and create graph. So all users will take decisions based on weather condition. And second one is air pollution monitoring. Some cities will suffer from pollution because of gases released by vehicles and industries. So IoT system will monitor pollution levels, and government will take particular decisions based on pollution levels. So in cities, noise monitoring sensors are placed in many locations. They will record noise levels and send real-time data to cloud. So system will create complete map and display some danger mark and more polluted areas. So government will take action based on that areas. There is also a smart mobile app designed where user can record noise level and upload them into server. Based on complete data, government will take decision. And fourth one is forest fire detection. Forest fires causes huge damage to trees, animals, property, and also for some human lives. So lightnings, human mistakes, volcanic activities, and also sparks and rock falls. All these are the reasons for forest fires. So many sensors are placed in forest in different locations. The sensors will monitor temperature, humidity, and also light. If sensor detect any unusual activities like sudden rise in temperature or smoke, then system will send warning message to forest department. And fifth one is river flood detection. River flood happens due to heavy and continuous rainfalls, which will cause water levels rise quickly. So some sensors are placed in rivers where they will monitor water levels, water flow speed, and then complete data is sent to cloud servers. If water levels increases very high, then alert messages are sent to officers. So in environment, there are some sensors which will monitor weather, air pollution, forest fire detection, river flood detection, etc. And fourth one, energy. In energy, first one, smart grids. Smart grids are electric power systems that will use IoT to work smarter. Normally, some sensors are placed in power lines and transformers, where the sensors will collect complete data related to electricity, and then they will send data through internet to smart grids, where smart grids will use IoT to control power better and avoid problems. So smart grids will save electricity and find the problems quickly. And second one is renewable energy systems like solar and wind energy. Solar and wind power, they are not constant. They may cause voltage falls and instability. So some sensors are placed in order to identify voltage, current and power. And sensors will send data to renewable energy systems. And if power is too high, the systems will reduce supply. And if power is low, the systems will adjust supply. So the systems will keep power constant. And third one is prognostics. Guys, prognostics mean predicting failures before they happen. Guys, some sensors are placed in machines where they will identify vibrations and temperature. If vibration and temperature values are abnormal, then failure is identified, so maintenance is done early. So energy contains smart grids, renewable energy systems, and prognostics. And fifth one, retail, where we will use IoT in retail, like where they will sell products, like in shops and malls. Nowadays, many malls are using inventory management to control stocks. For each and every product, they are giving RFID tag. Based on the tag, they can identify how many stocks are present. And second one, smart payments. Nowadays, many of them are using PhonePe and Google Pay, where they will save time to send money. And third one, smart vending machines. Okay, smart vending machines will tell when items are low in the mall and the expiry date of items. And these machines can also communicate with other machines. And sixth one, logistics. Guys, logistics mean moving goods from one place to other place. For example, if you consider trucks, ships and delivery vans, all this comes under logistics, where they will move goods from one place to other place. So we'll use IoT in logistics to find better route and best time delivery. And owners can also watch all vehicles live by using GPS, and by using IoT, owners can also check items condition inside truck or containers. If trucks and containers contain food or medicines, they can identify that food and medicine condition by using IoT. And IoT can also check vehicle condition without going to mechanic. And seventh one is agriculture. Guys, IoT will help farmers in order to increase productivity by monitoring soil condition, water condition, temperature and environmental conditions. In agriculture, first one is smart irrigation. By using various kinds of sensors, we can identify water condition inside soil so that they can save water, predict overflow of water, improve crop health and also labor work. And second one is greenhouse control. Guys, greenhouses will create controlled environment for plant growth. So by using IoT sensors, we can monitor temperature, humidity, soil moisture, light, and also CO2 levels. And eighth one, industry. Guys, we'll use IoT in industries in order to monitor machines so that we can identify faults quickly and keep workers safe. With the help of IoT, machine diagnosis and prognosis is possible. When machine fails, we can do diagnosis and we can also identify problem in machine before it fails. We call it as prognosis. Guys, so many factories contain a lot of dust and other chemicals. So factories need clean air for workers. So with the help of IoT, indoor air quality monitoring is possible. And ninth one is health and lifestyle. Guys, we use IoT in wearable devices like smartwatches. And we also use IoT in health and fitness monitoring, where we can identify body temperature, heart rate, BP, ECG, oxygen levels and steps that we walk. Where IoT device contains sensors, sensors will collect all this data and we can see the data by using mobile. So with help of IoT, continuous health monitoring is possible, where we can detect diseases earlier and we can also do fitness tracking. So we use IoT in various domains like home automation, smart cities, energy, industries, health and lifestyle, agriculture, logistics, retail, and also environment.